Right.
Sarge warned me the person's pissed off because, well, they parked in resident parking because their friend drank too much. They're a visitor. They're hanging with their friend to make sure they're okay. And while they were getting their drunk friend inside, since they chose to park in the wrong spot, their car was towed. So they're getting mad, throwing fits. And we've never seen the inside of these apartments when we say this, okay? They have a listing, apparently, on the inside of their door of all the important numbers they need to call. Things like the wrecker company they use, the security company, etc. Okay? Well, his car's towed, so he called the security company. Got Sergeant Pena, one sec. Getting a drink. And Pena, being Pena, flat out told him, you called the security company for towing. Why? We don't handle it. That's the towing company. Their number's there, right? Call it. You know?
Right.
And I can't blame him. You know, that's the way it works. Call the wrecker company. You know?
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to hear that. He just wants to scream at somebody, and when I get there, I'm going to run into him, and I'm going to flat out tell him, you can sit to and shut up and call the right people, or I can have APD out here for disturbance of the peace right now. And make your day a lot worse. Because I'll put you in cuffs and have you arrested for it. Especially if you want to get more stupid than that. So.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I might get there and I might not. It all depends on how the rest of my night goes. So.
At least Tanya warned you.
Bingo. He has people that go, but why are you giving me this? And you can tell with those people, they've never truly worked a bad situation. At all. And it's like I told them, I'd rather turn around and have you tell me. It's kind of like I'd rather get on the mats every now and then in practice and know I can take somebody down than assume I'm going to win a fight. Because I'm getting old and fat.
And out of shape, yep.
Look, I don't want to hear it. The problem is they're going to figure out the hard way. You're out of shape compared to a 19-year-old seal. You know. But no. Well, on the plus side, Safe Life is saying that they're starting to have more carriers available, finally. So soon we can look into actually getting your carrier or order it from calls. Know what I'm saying?
Alright. Yeah.
That's why I went ahead and picked other things, like a different flashlight. I could have picked your carrier up. That's not the problem. I could have put that money on your carrier, and then we still wouldn't have had it at home for another 2 months.
Yeah. Just say we're backward.
Right. Damn, the streets are busy tonight.